What is up? Welcome. Welcome to another stream. Welcome to the peak of distributed systems programming in Go. Welcome to the club of the high value software engineers. And today, let me quickly check. Wait. First things first. Administration. Twitter. 100 days of bullshit. You know? And then, of course, my Discord, right? At everyone. Boom. Send. Let them know. Let them know what's going on. And my hands are cold. But my palms are sweaty. Knees are weak. My knees are weak because I squatted today. Squatting. And it's not good for the knees. But it's good for the girlies. Alright. What are we doing? Music is good. I'm in the big screen. What's up? Interstellar, what is up? Kamal, what is up? Ice Bear, it's a bit too late. Late night stream. Yeah, it is. It's because I have my kids this week. Yeah, so I first need to do kids things, right? Being a dad, you know? Superman stuff. And today we're gonna do some Vim stream. Instead of the VS Code, I'm gonna use Vim. Lunar Vim. MVim, whatever, Vim. Vimmy, native stuff, right? We will see what's going on here. Music is good. Let me put myself back to the corner where I belong, right here. I have the feeling I forgot something, but I'm not sure. Hey, it is what it is. For the people watching and you're not subscribed, consider subscribing to my channel if you like the content I'm gonna provide. It is what it is. Thumbs up, leave a comment, and if you really want, jump into the Discord. Very important. Alvim shenanigans. Yeah, baby. Okay, so today we're gonna continue. Am I on a screen? Yes. Look at this. I'm fast as fuck. Today we're gonna fix the player list. Server here, and then of course here, game state. What's going on here? Game state. Wait, what's going on? I want my server here and my game state here. OCD. Yes. Getting my glutes ready for a heavy shot of high value coding. It is. Xavier Moya, what is up? What is a shenanigan? It's exactly nothing. That's a shenanigan. A shenanigans is basically bullshit. It's nonsense. It's, I don't know. Shenanigans, right? I don't know. If somebody can explain what shenanigans is. What's my mouse? Why can I not delete this forever? Alright, so the problem, let me first open up my expensive Jira tool, this one. And the problem is that we have this error. Make sure we only deal to the players that have the ready status. And then the current player list is not protected from any kind of concurrent read and writes. I'm gonna pick the super dead. Getting my glutes ready. This guy, Johannes is once again the guy, the LinkedIn boy. Yari. Good evening. Yeah, buddies. Welcome to the club. Working on a website and everything. It's gonna be, like I said, guys, I have the biggest plans. You guys have no clue what's going on. You guys have no clue. Yeah. Oh my god, you will see. This is 1 year. 1 year. That's all I need. 1 year, and I need to hire bodyguards. That's what's gonna happen. All right. Okay, cool. Server, this thing. So what's gonna happen is basically, let's do a make run in my new terminal, which is too small, but it is what it is. It's too small. Look at this, and I can native speed, amazing, right? And I can do this. Wait, I need this, right? And then this, all together. It's crazy. All right, so everybody's connected, but we have some issues, right? Previous streams, yeah, made that clear. So what's basically happening is we have a players list, which is basically just a list of strings. Can you guys see this? Yes. And we're adding players to the list and we're reading from it. But what is this? Get next dealer. Panic to do. Look at this. Look at this gamer. Yeah, that's good that we need to do that. Let's open up the to-do list actually in Jira. Implement get next dealer, like this, right? Anthony, your net worth. Yeah, man. In 1 year, I'll be the comment. Here stands for everyone, skips here. Yeah. It is. We are almost at 2K, man. And it's just the beginning. Like I said, it's peanuts. Watching app. Hopefully at the next, I'll be up to date. Yeah, I need to actually increment my episodes on my. I have so much to do, man. I have so less time. It's crazy. All right, I'm gonna focus up. My hands are still cold. Not quite sure what's going on actually. Maybe I'm dying. I don't know. You tell me. If I'm not streaming in a couple days, then you know what's going on. And I hope you remember me. Hope you remember me. Finish the poker game, please. All right. So yeah. Add player, right? It's add player. It's this thing. We add this to the player. So basically, everybody will be add to this players list because add player is basically here. We're gonna say add player, and we append to this list. And we're gonna sort that guy, right? Maybe we should first start with making the players list, because if you're gonna do two things at once, that's gonna be a pain in the ass. Because I want two lists, right? I want. Oh, wait! I need to do something real quick. I'm gonna say hi. Comments. It's gonna be GFG. It's gonna be this. Let me quickly check. I need to do this. I swear to God. Where is random? 2EA. It's gonna be 2EA 4542. Boom. And now it's green. That's what I want. All right. Now my comments are green, which basically means that I can read them, because I'm. I don't know. I have an OCD in a lot of things. Not quite sure what it is. Some things needs to be exactly what I want. Otherwise, maybe I'm an artist. Yeah. So we want actually two players lists, right? So we have a players list here, and then we should have like a players ready list, which is also a players list, right? Just like that, right? Which of course we can't right now. And then basically everybody that's connected, and we could say this is going to be the connected players list, and this is going to be the players list that is basically ready in the game, right? But where we can deal to, because the problem is basically that even though there are players connecting to our distributed decentralized network, the game is already in a flop phase or something, that the players just connecting will also getting dealt to and everything, and that's not good. What's going on? Leave me alone. Again, they need to know that I'm streaming, and yeah. Okay, so basically let's revert the whole shebang, right? So first of all, let's go to the bottom, and maybe we should delete this, go to the top, and place it here, so we can, so you guys don't have a hernia. Okay, so how are we gonna do this? That's a good question. We're gonna say type players list, which we already have. We're gonna say players list new, and then we're gonna refactor that. It's gonna be a struct like this, and then we're gonna say we're gonna have a lock, which is gonna be a sync rw mutex, and I don't like this type hinting on this thingy, because it's type hinting. Look at this. Even if I do a comment, right, and I say it's type hinting my comments, leave me alone. I don't need this, and I don't need the buffer, right? I don't need the things in the buffer. I only need the things in the LSP. Anyway, yeah. So we have a lock, and now we're gonna say that we have a list, which is gonna be a slice of string, and actually, yeah, a slice of strings. Well, yeah, and then we're gonna say func, which is gonna be a p, a pointer to a players list. Players list new. And we're gonna, and it's gonna be get, right? And also an add, like this, easy peasy. And we're gonna add an address of a player, right? It's gonna be a string, like this, and then a get. Let's do nothing real quick. Let's start with the add, and I think we also need something else, which is basically, I don't know. Is the volume okay on the music? Not quite sure. I'm just doing some random stuff, right? So we say add. It's gonna be p lock lock, because we are we're gonna say defer p lock l, no, unlock actually. And do we have, yeah, like this, and then we're gonna say that p list is gonna be append p list the adder, and that's done. And in get we're gonna say what we're gonna say? Index int, and it's gonna return us a string, right? Of course, a lot of people will basically come into my chat or in the comments and say, yeah, but you need to check the index, and they're crying, right? They're crying. I know. But if you do your array and you do this 100 and your array is only 944 long, then you will also have a panic. I mean, what are you gonna do? Make a wrapper for each array you use, or each slice you use, to make sure that you can return. No, man. Listen. Sit down, right? But we're gonna check it anyway. Are we gonna check it? Maybe. If len p list, like this, man, so cold, man. -1 is basically smaller than the index, right? I think you could say panic. The given index. So you see, it's keep type hinting me. It does not need to do that. It doesn't need to do that. The given index is too high. Is that a thing? If p list len is smaller than the index, yeah, I think it's good. Is it? Yeah, it is. And then we're gonna actually, we need to p lock r lock, and then defer p lock. No, yes, or unlock. I'm confused sometimes. That's a space. Give him some breathing room. And then we're gonna say return actually p list the index, right? Some lo-fi, right? Some chill beats. Return p list. Yes. Ioannis, I realized I started copying your coding style. I used to always Google stuff, how to read JSON, blah blah blah. Now I try to determine my own what functions to call, not looking to warnings right away. Yeah, that's fine. That's actually very good. Googling stuff is important, right? Like I mentioned in before in one of my videos, that basically programming is the only thing. Programming is basically knowing how to do stuff, knowing where to find stuff. That's the only thing, right? I mean, learning a language is easy, right? I mean, once you know how you can do things in a programming language, you can basically program in every single language in the world. The only thing you need to know is how to, one, be somewhat in line with the community, right? I mean, if you start making constants in Go like this, like server ports, I mean, yeah, then you're gonna get roasted, right? You're gonna get killed, actually. If you do this in Go, right? Server port is this 3000 or 300 even. Even if 300 is only enough to get killed, right? Because you don't do that, right? You do 3000, eh? 300. I swear you. But this in Go is I like this. But community doesn't like that, right? You need to be a constant needs to be a server port, right? Something like this, right? But hey. But it's fine that you do that, Johannes. You will learn faster and more better. It will stick into your brain, you know what I mean? Because if you're constantly searching for things, then it's the same way if you drive with your car to somewhere with a GPS and you come home, you don't know the road. But if you search the road yourself, you're gonna know it. Although it will take longer, but you're never gonna know it at the top of your head. All right, so we have this get function, add function. What do we need to delete, guys? We probably need, right? Question is, do we want to implement this already? I think adding and getting. Oh, we need to sort this. Oh man, do we need to do this? Yeah, we need to. So player list new. And then we need to actually swap these things out. How are we gonna do that? God damn it. Okay, let's get this done. We're gonna say players list new. Yeah. Okay. There's no. We're gonna say return. You see, and the sorting basically needs to have damn. Actually, we need to log that stuff, right? Log that stuff. I'm so tough. Yeah. We're gonna say plist. Call it a day, right? Let's copy this thingy, and we're gonna say swap. It's gonna be, yeah, I can just copy this, right? I don't need to return anything actually. Look at this. I'm gonna copy this. I'm gonna make it myself easier. I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna say p. What's going on here? P and P here, right? Like this. And then we're gonna do less function. Let's copy the whole shebang actually. Don't care. List is gonna be P. Players list new. I'm gonna say less. Yada yada yada. And then. Oh damn, this is nasty. It's gonna be P list. P list. Yeah, it's fine, it's fine. We already done it. Look at this. Xavi and Johannes were already friends on LinkedIn. Oh man. These guys. But it's good, you need to copy, man. Copy paste styles. Yeah. So we're sorting. I think we have everything, and now I'm gonna replace this with the things we have, and that's the nasty stuff. And to be honest, this is actually not correct because we do len and everything and swap without locking. But yeah. Actually, to be honest, it's okay, right? Because we could say we're gonna append, and we can actually sort ourselves here, isn't? Sort p. Look at this. Is that a thing? Can we actually test this real quick? How do I make a file? Where am I? I'm in root. What am I doing? I'm still getting used to it. This is another keybind. This one needs to be. We are in peer-to-peer. I see. It is what it is. We will see. We will test it in. Lordy, hello. Just subbed to your channel. Looking forward to learning more about development. Am I getting robbed? Are my kids getting kidnapped? I don't know what's going on. Is my dog getting raped? Learning more about development. I work in ecom dev, but stagnating. So excited to learn. Welcome to the club of high-value software engineers, man. Happy to have you here. We're gonna have an amazing time, I promise. Gado Salazar, where can we learn more about building distributed system protocols? How did you learn? I've been reading concurrency in Go and distributed services in Go, but it doesn't seem like enough. No, it isn't. Well, to be honest, Gerardo Salazar, you just found the right person. Man, it is what it is. I'm doing a lot of distributed stuff, systems programming, and I'm going to tell you why I'm doing this and why I'm learning people this, because not quite sure if we can. I want to do a focused programming stream today because yesterday I was, but I will cover this right now because the thing is in tech right now, and this what I'm going to tell you is true. This is what I'm going to tell you is real, right? So we are in a tech bubble, but what's going on here? Am I hearing ghosts or something, or is it this music? I keep hearing my name somewhat. What's going on? So in tech, what we currently see in tech is that what's going on? Just a second. I'm so sorry, I'm confused because so in tech, what we see in tech is that a lot of VC money, right? A lot of VC money funding all these startups, they are retracting, right? Economic crisis and all that shenanigans. So they are trying to invest their money in other things, in safer orts, right? And there are a lot of people in the line, right? There are a lot of web devs and all that. A lot of web devs are in the line for new jobs, but the jobs are shrinking, right? Twitter, Amazon, the whole shebang is firing 20 to 30% of their employees, right? So, or you need to be a very, very high level web developer, or you need to build your own startup, or you need to level up. That's very important. You need to level up as a developer. And what I mean by that is doing things where people depend on, doing things that can scale, because the world scales. And distributed systems, and it can be anything, it can be blockchains, it can be any complicated system. That's where you need to evolve to. Because web devs, listen, it's good to be a web dev, but the problem is, guys, there's also a lot of no-code stuff coming out, right? So 10 years ago, web dev was hot, right? It was super hot because everybody needs a website, needs to be fancy. But right now, all these guys, all these startups, just go to cart.co, Webflow, all that stuff. They can build them themselves, right? You know what I mean? So there is a lot of competition in web dev. So what you need to do is level up on my channel, because I'm going to teach you everything about it. Everything. If that makes sense. And you will see. The bubble is not bursted yet. TVC, will you be adding more? Yes, I'm going to create a blockchain in Rust. That's on the planning. All right. So we have this players list. Man, what's going on? Okay, so the question is, where do we use that thing, right? Because we use it a lot. This thing, right? This players list, it's nasty. Can I GD this the whole shebang here? No, I can't. That's nasty. So we can actually test this, right? We can basically, let's go to the bottom. No, it's at the top. What the hell? And we could comment this out. I'm gonna have some issues, right? Missing land methods. What's going on here? Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? It's this guy. Make run real quick. Man, what's going on? You see, in my VS Code, I had the better warnings for me, right? And I'm used to it, so I'm making You can see that these type hintings and these warning linters and everything will make you lazy as fuck because you don't spot it, right? You don't spot it. You know what I mean? Undefined players list. Yeah, it is because there is none. Yeah, there is none. Yeah. All right, so now we can actually start deleting this thing and start. Hopefully, we can do delete till this thing and delete till this thing. Okay, cool. So we're gonna have atomic int. We need to here game. We have a lot of shenanigans in this file. We need to make sure that's better. So it's gonna be a players list. That's fine. We're gonna have a pointer to a players list. Actually, we need to make a new players list. That's a good thing. We're gonna say func new players list. What's going on here? We're gonna return a pointer to a players list. And players lists. You see, this is one episode we're gonna use this Alvin because there is a lot of things wrong with it. You see, the type hinting and everything. List is going to be a slice of strings just like that, right? And that you don't, the mutex is fine, I think. Yeah, and then we go to game. Let's search this. Yep, we're already there. We're gonna say players list is it this? Yes, yes, yes. And then where is players list is this. That's not true. That's gonna be a new players list. Yes. Am I a caps lock? Yeah, caps lock shenanigans. You see, that is my error. It's basically this one. It's crazy. That's gonna be. We're gonna add our own address, right? Like this, and delete this. Ice Bear, have a nice sleep, man. Sleep tight. And by the way, Gerardo, if you're still here, I have the blockchain series, I have the exchange series, I have the poker series, which is, in my opinion, one of the most complicated distributed system I'm building in my whole fucking life, to be honest. And I'm planning so much more to do. On my Patreon, I'm building the distributed Forever store, which is basically content addressable store I'm building, distributed over the network. So you can basically store whatever you want. As long as you want. If your house burns up, no problem, because all the other people in the network have the same file but encrypted, so they don't know what's in it and all that stuff. It's basically the Google Drive, the decentralized Google Drive. That's what I'm building. And I'm also gonna build a complete blockchain in Rust. And when I say a complete blockchain in Rust, I say a complete blockchain in Rust. We're gonna build a UTXO model. Complete. Literally complete. That doesn't exist. What's on my channel already doesn't exist on any fucking course you will ever find in your life. Not on Coursera. You cannot find it. It doesn't exist. The way I'm teaching it, the way I'm doing it, it doesn't exist because these guys don't know what to do because they're making courses. You know what I mean? This is not arrogant. This is confidence. Once again, don't get me wrong, right? This is confidence. So G plays list add. Okay, a lot of things are gonna be wrong. Look at this make run, and you will see that the whole shebang is fucked up. Oh man. Actually, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna search for players list. Yeah. Actually, I think it's gonna be pretty fine. We could just gonna do get, right? Without the brackets, actually. Man, this is nasty. I'm gonna lie. going to say this is going to be the get thingy, and then this, and then change it to this. Advance to the next round. Next player. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. We have this players list here, which is again a get. It's all basically all gets. Actually, can we do a search and replace maybe? But what's going on here? F this one. Wait, if len. Oh yeah, I see. Back to the top, boys. What am I doing? It's gonna be a p players list len. It's gonna return an integer. I'm gonna say it's gonna be this. Join this. Paste it in. I'm just gonna return the length of p list, and go to the next increment. And next increment. Yeah, this one. So we're gonna say g players list. Oh, this -1. That's nasty. It's gonna be a len -1. Man, what's going on? I'm itchy, and it's not from sniffing, man. I don't do drugs, but I think it's my mic. I'm allergic to this thing. Can you imagine? I want a Python series. Yeah, man, I know, but Python is. I know, man, but Python is the same. I mean, it's the same. It's exactly the same, to be honest. It's like the only thing you need to do is true and false with capitalized letters. That's. And I don't like def. You can say def. I don't know. Players list. How does it work? Is this Python? Yeah, right. Def players list. You see, it's the same thing. Is it going to be just def, right? Gonna be this def, you know. I have a machine learning project on GitHub. I think 5 years ago or something in Python. AI. And a Medium article about it. Current dealer address is g players list get, right? And then we're gonna say this. Man, this is boring work, man. I'm not gonna lie. Man, this is really boring. Actually, what I'm gonna do this. Players list and then this. I'm gonna just search for these guys. That's big brain, right? You see, and then I increment to the next one. Look at this. Big brain. Up. Man, this music is really killing me. I'm gonna... Just a second, guys. This is literally... I hear my kids talking and it's not. It's the music. Let me... Give me a moment. This music is trash. Here, this one. This is the thing. What's going on? Play this, please. Iceberg, I think I have to learn everything for understanding Go. Man. Maybe you should start Go, man. I don't know. This is G places. I think I'm gonna make a lot of mistakes, man. Why am I doing this? I think we're done. No, the len's actually. We need to search for this len. G. Yeah, this is fine. Only two. We're good. G players list len -1, right? Let's go to here. It's gonna be G players list len. All right, that's good. Let's make run and please run. We can. Oh, it's in 32. I see. Man, if you could do function overloading in Go, then this was an easy deal. But I have a 408 actually. This is an interesting point. Ah, I see. Add player. Yeah. It's gonna be G players list. Add this from, and that's all done. Isn't that complex for me? I don't know. I don't know. It's typed, right? It's typed. That's the only thing. But to be honest, actually, Icebear, don't just do Python first, right? Let's stick to the basics. Let's not the basic. Let's stick to that language first, and learn, right? Learn, and then we can see, right? Because I think if you have a good understanding how programs work and all that stuff, what you can do, int, forever, loop, for, while, whatever, the same mechanics are in Golang, right? It's just a little different syntax, but it's the same with speaking a language, right? We as persons, if we are children, kids, babies, we need to learn to talk. That's the difficult part, right? Learning how to talk. And once we are 3-4 years, 5 years, we can talk. When we are 12, we can decently talk, right? We have a good subset of vocabulary. But then learning a new language, right, is also a big adventure, but it's not that hard than learning to speak. Because asking for help is asking for help. It's just a different language. You know what I mean? It's the same thing. You just need to learn the syntax, right? That's the thing. And some languages, or like in French or something, you have these crazy verbs and everything, but yeah. Man, this is nasty. Who is? I don't think, do we need this? Maybe. You see this players list, gets, right? It's the get next position on the table, which is basically... It's nasty because I want an int. And I think we all have these things. I think we could do this. I know it's nasty. What if I do this? Yeah, see. Yeah. Okay. Oh man, we're gonna do this. Wait, you could do... Wait, I have an idea. Oh, I have an idea. Look at... But that's nasty. We could do this. Index any. Are we gonna do this? This is actually... We could do index any and then... Can we do this? Can we do this? No, we can't, right? We could do this. We could do this. Why? Is basically int index. Is this gonna work? No, we can't, right? This is nasty. We need to do a reflect. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing actually. Can I do this? Nah. Why is this not working? I'm just casting this to an int, man. You need to accept that, isn't it? And you see, I don't see any errors, right? I see that there is an error, but I don't see what's going on. Can't convert index value to opinion. Yeah. Need type assertion. Well, that's what we do, right? That's what we do, right? It's this, right? This is type assertion. I know. Hey, what's going on? How do I do it? How did I do this? Why is this all... Ah, I copied this. I see what's going on. Sometimes you have that where everything is... where you can make everything small caps. It's going to be P or lock like this, right? Why can I not do this? Yeah, I can. I'm going to say this. This. Oh yeah, is it? Okay. Game state 435. We're doing crazy stuff. And what's the issue here? Cannot range over G players list. Are we ranging over this? Yeah, I see what it's doing. It's am I ranging somewhere? Game state 435. That's where I am, right? 435. 435. Ah, I see. It's G players list. Yeah, I see what's going on. We don't have this, right? You could say a list, but that's not correct, right? So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna say here, right? And I'm gonna go up top, and you will see why I'm doing this, because I'm gonna search for here. You see, right? I'm placing breakpoints. So what we're gonna do here is basically make a function, players list. Players list. List. Is that a thing? Wait, why is everything is basically small caps? Making the music a little bit softer for me. This, right? And I'm going to here, which is increment. Oh, look at this, easy. That's how you scale. That's how you scale in files. Yeah, it's basically in range player list. List. Can we not do this? What the hell? Why is it still? We cannot do that. That's crazy. I see what's going on. Let me do this. Actually, whoa. What am I doing? Actually, we go higher. Oh, yeah, see. Oh, yeah, of course, panic conversion. Yeah. Oh, no problem. We got this. We got this. So, why is it? Yeah. Actually, what I'm doing is not the best thing, to be honest here. Like, we could fix this, right? You could say, for example, var y is an integer, right? And then you could say something like switch me. It's very nasty, guys. The best thing is to basically duplicate your function and set get into32, right? You know what I mean? That's the best thing you could do, in my opinion. And if you have function overloading, that would be nice. And we could make another get with an int and an int32. We could say var int, and we could say switch the index type. Right? You could say switch v. This is advanced Go mechanics. You can say index type, right? Like this. Then we're gonna say case int, right? Case int. We're gonna say that y is v, right? But if it's a case, it's an int32. Then we're gonna say that y is gonna be an int32 of v. You know what I mean? But yeah, we can't. No, what am I doing? No, 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 it's gonna be... no, 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 no. Int. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You see? It's... I don't know. Sometimes it's what it is. Refactor completed. That's the beginning. That was the beginning of the end. Beginning of the end. Let me see what's going on here. All right. Are there any questions? I have a little. I can breathe a little bit and answer some questions before we do the next thing, the next focus thing. Oh. I'm thirsty. What's going on? Why cannot? All right. What's going on here? What am I doing? Is my caps lock on? What's going on? No. Russia Swain, we need a video on your Vim setup. Love the setup. Yeah, the only thing is, it's normally I use VS Code, right? But this is because a lot of people in my community, in our community, basically using Vim, right? And yeah, I thought, hey, let's do this. But the problem is my syntax. I don't know what's going on with the syntax highlighting. It's a bit too flashy for me, the Groovebox thing. But it is what it is. And a couple things are not quite yet, like the type hinting. It's hinting me the buffer, right? You see? There's a snippet. That's crazy. Anyway, it's hinting me comments, and I don't want that. If I'm typing a comment, that is basically hinting me. You see? I'm not gonna call. Maybe it could be interesting, but how can I tap this? Not like this. I'm not doing that. I don't like that. I'm old school, you know? Like, this is... Like I said, this is not the best approach, right? But not the best. It's an approach. Why is... I don't know. It is what it is. Atticus, what up? But besides that, my VS Code is so minimal that I can basically code in just a plain Vim thingy. As long as I have my keybinds, my major keybinds, then I can do some work, man. That's the only thing. I need to split screens. That's what I need. Split screens and terminal, and yeah, this folder thingy that doesn't really care too much about it. All right, so let me quickly make a run again to check to double check, and then I'm gonna commit this real quick so we can reset when needed, right? Get reset -- hard is your best friend sometimes. Yeah, everybody, it's fine, right? Idle, and then they're gonna be idle in flop. That's perfectly fine. So I'm gonna say git. What is git status actually? Did I? Was it git clean? Wait, what am I doing? What are the what are the dashes? Where are they coming from? How do you even delete these? It's fine. It's fine. Okay, so we have this playlist working. What is going on? You see, that's why I hate Vim. You see, what is going on? It's because I stashed, right, and applied it. That's the thing. You see, this thing, can I not D from delete? It doesn't exist anymore. Oh yeah. Fixed. Fixed. Fine. Game state. It's working fine. The only thing that's the problem is my comments, right? I'm looking for a command to basically set in my Lua scripts that my comments are green. So now I need to do manually. I say hi comment. It's gonna be GFG, G foreground, and that's gonna be E to A 542. No, it's not. Where did I set this? 2AE, 2AE, 2AE. Let's do this. Wait, can I do this? Up. 2AE 542. Yes. All right. We big. Cool. So we have this thing. That's fine. Playlist is working. So what I'm gonna do is what I'm gonna try to do is basically go back to game state. This guy can be deleted for now. That's fine. Forever actually. This atomic int, maybe we need to split that out in some util function folder. Let's get rid of this mouse. Wait, let put my mouse on the other screen maybe. Yeah. All right. So we have this players list, and now we're gonna have. I'm gonna say that players list. You see this type hinting? I don't like it when I'm doing comments. Players list is the list of connected players to the network, right? That's what it is. But we're gonna say that players ready list, which is also a players list, and that's going to be the players ready list, is the list of active players participating in the game, in the current round. Yes, that's what it is. All right. Players list. GRGG. Hey, sorry, I have an out of context question. Hey, no problem. I'm sometimes also out of context. How will the state be synchronized in peer-to-peer? Will a node be trusted? Good question. It's not out of context, right? It's basically very context. So how it works is basically, first of all, we have the problem of dealing, right? It's a common problem. How can we trust a dealer? How can we trust a player dealing cards, right? He could know the cards. He could rake the game, right? But we have a mechanism that basically is a shuffle mechanism that we yoinked from Virtue Poker, building on the shoulders of giants, of course. And what basically does is we have a dealer. He will shuffle the cards and encrypt each card with his key, encryption key. Right? Then he will send that over to the next player. That player cannot see the cards because they're encrypted. He's going to shuffle them again, the encrypted cards from player A, and he's going to encrypt them again with his key. And he's going to do that until the complete round trip is done. Right? That's already done. So we have a dealing round trip. Once that round trip is done, then players can start the game. Then the pre-flop shenanigans goes, and then they exchange keys, and that mechanic we still need to do. Actually encrypting that stuff. But now we come, so that's done, right? Dealing is basically, nobody can hack the dealing, because if you want to hack the cards, then you need to encrypt. Then you need to basically hack each player his computer, right? Because you need to have all the keys to decrypt the complete deck, if that makes sense. So that's basically impossible, right? But yeah, Sam Bankman-Fried is basically whatever the shenanigans. That's basically also impossible, right? Because if I told you this story 1 year ago that this is going to happen, you would say this is impossible. But it's possible. So never say it's impossible until it's possible, right? But hey, it's secure, right? But then we have, of course, a problem with how can a player be malicious in this game, right? Because all the money, this basically if players bet or something, or they go all in and all that shenanigans, we are going to handle that with a blockchain, right? So we're gonna, for example, Ethereum, Solidity, we're gonna have a smart contract where people can say, hey, I'm gonna bet this, and other people can verify if they have enough balance and all that stuff, right? So you can, that solves the problem with faking balance, right? So you cannot spend more than you have. That's also solved. So if these two problems are solved, and we can replicate the state, right? So every player is gonna execute the same deterministic logic if he has not altered his code, right? And everybody will have the same state, right? We do also some checks that we cannot receive actions from a player that's not its turn and all that stuff. But you could say, yeah, but if a player manipulates the code of the server, which can, and he runs a game and then he connects, but how can he be malicious, right? What can he do? He can send faulty bytes and he can do stuff. He can basically break the game. He can do that, right? He can make the game confused and nobody can play. But if nobody can play, he cannot play. Money cannot be stolen. These players will say, hey, what the fuck, this node is faulty. Let's go to another game, right? Let's boot up another game or something like that. You know what I mean? But maybe there are attack vectors that I'm not aware of. So if you came across, if you can think of some, let me know them. Let me know them. Never mess with CZ. Yeah, guys, what's happening there? It's listen. It's it goes that rabbit hole goes much deeper than everybody thinks. It's politics, and I'm gonna predict nothing gonna happen, right? It's the same with Dr. Disrespect. He's banned from Twitch for a couple of months, and everybody was, what's going on? But after 3 weeks, nobody cares. Nobody gives a shit. You know what I mean? Life goes on, and that's the same thing was gonna happen. There are a lot of wealthy people involved. A lot of important people are probably involved in this thing. This contagion goes further than, like I said, it's deeper in the Mariana Trench. So it's gonna be, I hope, but it's the best opportunity for new devs to come into the blockchain space. It's the best opportunity for new startups to come into the blockchain space, because all these startups that are now building will build without VC capital, because no VC is going to invest in a blockchain company right now. Who's going to do that? They are all wrecked. And two, they are scared, right? But if you can build and learn and build right now, you're going to be ahead of your competition by light years, right? By light years. I'm in crypto till forever. I'm here, years, and I'm still here. So the time the next cycle goes, right? Whatever cycle it can be, it does not need to be a pump. It could be an adoption cycle. It could be a tech cycle. I will be there, and I will be light years ahead of everybody else. But light years, legit. I'm gonna be the king, actually. So people that learn now can be kings, right? Because in the land of the one-eyed man, no, in the land of the blind, the one-eyed man is king. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And crypto is the land of the blind, trust me. But I have 2 eyes, so I'm the double king, right? Oh, man. I think it's more than just crypto stuff. Something we go, yeah, it is. It's more crypto stuff. It's it's terrorism. I don't know. I'm just war, right? You need to, like, wars is basically the biggest political stuff that happens. I don't want to go too political on this channel, but war is fake, right? It's all money and it's all shenanigans. Trust me, it's all shenanigans. But I don't care. I don't watch the news. I only watch finance and economy and some important news, right? I need to know some numbers. But all the rest, man, I don't care. It's all bullshit. It's all media shenanigans. Chandra, Beep and Chandra, hi sir, what is up, my man? Welcome to the club of high-value software engineers. All right, so we have this. Happy to have you, man. So we have this players list. Then we have this players list ready. Players ready list. Yeah, player. Yeah. So we're gonna make this. So we're gonna say a players list. It's gonna be a players ready list. Yeah, like this. It's gonna be a new players list, just like that. And then we're gonna say, what are we gonna do? Right, because if you go to, let's backtrace this. If you go to API, or API server, then we have this, right? Handle player ready. Basically, if we send the get request to ready, it's gonna execute this, right? Is this. We're gonna say game set ready, which is this. You see, I'm backtracing with GD. GD. Go to definition, I think. Man, I'm so hungry today. I'm not quite sure what it is. Maybe I squat. Lag day is, I don't know. My testosterone, man. Insane. 36. I'm turning 36, but I can tell you I have testosterone. Woohoo, baby. It's crazy. I don't know what it is. Because I go to the gym almost every day. That's why it is. You know what I mean? I'm looking good on the keyboard, but I'm looking good in real life. I'm no joker. I'm a unit. But I'm small. That's the problem. I wish I was taller. That's crazy. I have a friend that's literally almost double the size as me. He is crazy, man. He can see anything. I think he lives the world completely different. Because you need to understand that each time you're gonna do this exercise, right? It doesn't matter how tall you are, right? It works for every size, right? So each night, each evening before you go to bed, right? You brush your teeth. I do that, right? Right? So you stand in front of the mirror, right? And you see yourself in the mirror, and then you see your, I don't know, the sink. I don't know how it's called, the sink, right? With the water thingy, the sink, right? And then what you need to do is you take a step up, right? Maybe this. What is this? I don't know. 40 centimeters or something. And you step up it. And then it's a new world. Can you imagine you're 30 centimeters larger? That's how it's gonna be. It's a complete new world. It's a new experience. Everything is like, what the hell? It's your muscle memory is fucked. It's crazy. I cannot imagine being taller. How am I gonna deal with these things? I'm gonna walk. I think I'm gonna bust my head because I'm 1 meter 72, which is very small. Well, not too small, but it's not. It's below average, right? But I can legit walk everywhere without busting my head. I can just walk, no problem, and everybody's. You see, I don't have that problem. But if I was a little bit, let's say, if I woke up tomorrow and I'm 10 centimeter or 15 centimeter taller, man, you can find me in the hospital. Are we using get library? Not sure. Probably will, right? If we're gonna interact from Go, we're gonna use get. Anyway, enough bullshit. Enough stories. Right. So we set ready. That's the thing, right? This thing. And then we say we set status. We set players ready. That stuff. Not quite sure if we still need that. The question is that's ourself. That's ourself, right? We set player ready. Do we have that? I think it's capital. Set players. What's going on? Players. Player ready. Yeah, this one. I think if we receive a set player ready, that we need to. I'm gonna test this real quick. I'm gonna say G players ready list. Yeah, that's it. Players ready list. Add this from. Right. It will also sort, so that's fine. And then what I'm gonna do is, because we have so many logs in this thing, not gonna lie, and we have a big terminal right now. And VS Code, the terminal font was smaller, so we could see better. But hey, sometimes we need to deal with these things. Right? We could say maybe we can delete something here, like this, and say we have players here. Maybe we can actually start going to be a player ready list, right? There will be a slice of strings. Of course, we don't add ourselves. Set ready. Do we need to add ourselves? I think we need. So we're gonna set here. We're gonna sit here and we're gonna make run and see what's going on with this list. Players ready is basically 4,000 and 3,000. Are we? Wait. Stop the thing. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So you see, it's annoying. Can I decrease the font of this thing? So 3,000 is ready, and we are 4,000. That's fine, right? That's what we want to see. That's what we want to see. The thing is, we need ourselves also in the list, I think, because we're gonna use that as a dealer, right? We're gonna use that as also to determine the dealer. So. And what we also could do is use this players list to get to attach the functions for getting the next player on the table and such directly on that list instead of attaching it to the game. And then we can make it a separate file. That is going to be a good case to make it a separate file because that's going to be large and it's going to be specifically about the players list, which is a very important thing in the game. The whole game determines around the players list. I don't know if it's a good engineering practice, but the players list is man, he's the VIP of the game. So what I'm gonna say is that's if we set ourselves ready. I'm gonna comment this, right? Set ready is being called when we set ourselves as ready. And then we need to wait. Let me first do this players ready list. It's going to be listen adder. You see, and in this, by using this Vim thingy instead of VS Code, I typed everything myself. Although I see the typing thing, but the tab doesn't work. So I'm typing everything myself, and it feels a bit, it feels good to do that back again. Maybe I should disable these things, to be honest. So we're gonna add that, and I'm gonna go back to set players. Fuck. I mean, wait, no. Was I in game state? Yeah, set player ready. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy these functions. I'm gonna put them together actually because they are very, very similar. It's a very good practice because sometimes you need to have them both. Where is set player ready? Set ready. What's going on here? Here. Right. I'm gonna say let's showing this. Set player ready is getting called when we receive set player ready is getting called when we receive a message, a ready message from a player. I think it's gonna be this and then this from a. What's going on here? From a player in the network, right? I think that makes sense. Documenting some stuff. Yes. I think we can test it right now. And if somebody knows how I can make this terminal a little bit bigger when it pops up, a little bit higher. I mean, and I spent literally 2 hours configuring the shenanigans. It's crazy. Make run. Crazy. All right. Yeah, it's fine, right? So it's a sorted list and everything. It's amazing, right? The list is sorted. Everything is working perfectly fine. Let's open up main real quick. Let's add some more players to the game, right? What are we waiting for? What's going on? These guys are folding and everything. Let's comment this out. This out. Oh, wait, what's going on? This. It's this, yeah. Amish, what is up, my man? Amish. Copy this, paste it in, and paste this guy in. We have 4,000, and we have 5,000, and we have not 6,000, it's 7,000. I know, it's funny. But yeah. Make run. Amir, I'm doing very well, man. Thanks. I hope you are doing well. And once again, thank you for participating in the chat, man. I see you almost every day, which is nice. Which is your dedication is amazing. All right, what's going on? You see, this is. I don't like this. This terminal is getting cut. You know what I mean? There are 2 players ready, although you could say, yeah, but I see a mistake because we have 4 players, but there are only 2 players ready. And that's true. And that's because we instantly start the game, and that's actually the cause. That's what needs to be, right? That was our problem that we are actually fixing right now. So the problem is my terminal is zoomed out because I'm using Vim, native implementation of Vim. So I cannot show it decently, but what was happening was basically that so the logic is telling us that once we have 2 players ready, we can start the game. That's poker, right? You need to have minimum of 2 players. So what's happening in our players list, right? So let's say this is our players list. 3,000 connects, right? Then 4,000 connects, right? Which basically means we can start the game. So it's already busy, right? 3,000 is dealing, and they are doing their stuff, right? They're poker, sunglasses on, you know what I mean? Chip with the chips, like this nervous thing with the chips. That's what they're doing. But then, of course, after 2 seconds, this 5,000 guy joins in, and then 7,000 joins in, right? So, but these guys are already dealing, and what happens is that they, if they need to broadcast a message, they're gonna broadcast this to everyone, right? Because they are all in the list. Although that basically 5,000 and 7,000, they are not ready yet. They are connected, but they cannot join the game. But it's already busy. That was our big bug. It's a happy little accident. Right? Mistakes don't happen. Right? Only happy little accidents. So an accident, it was just something, no bug. I just purposely did not do it because I thought I forgot, and we just moved on. But it's a big of a deal now, so that's why we're doing it. So let's open up to do. We could say it's not protected from. Yeah, that's done. This is also done. You see, fixing bugs. Ooh, blazingly faster. I don't know what this with blazingly faster, but this guy, this is legit the Lunar Vim god. It's insane. This guy knows everything. Vim build in terminal size 40. Okay, cool. I will remember. Put it somewhere. Maybe we should make a Vim Discord, a Vim channel in our Discord, blazingly, and you're the manager because you're the best in these config things, and probably also in Vim. And also, what I need to do, blazingly faster, is find a way to set high comments, and then to GFG is a thing, right? Because I tried everything and nothing is really working. I don't know what it is. Maybe I need to do it after the color scheme is loaded, but I don't know when the color scheme is loaded because it's a complete maze of files that I'm basically, I don't know, man. Got to go. Lordy, man. Thanks for being here, and I see you in the next stream or on Discord or something, man. Hey, have a good night. Enjoy. Yeah. So basically, what I was telling is that this playlist is fine. Although they are ready, right? Oh, they are ready. This is crazy. Let me do it again, because I think we have still an issue. So they're idling at pre-flop, which is fine, right? They deal the cards, everything is good, everybody is happy. Oh man, this is... which is fine. So why are they not connecting? Where is main? Why is that? So we're setting everybody ready, but I still don't see the other players joining in for some reason. I think that could be... Set ready, right? Let's clear this highlight real quick. I love the color of the highlight in this key in this thing. It's amazing. Sent. Look at this. It's clear. It's everything I need, right? You can see sleep. Look at this. How nice. All right. So we have this place ready. Set ready. Wait, it's this set player ready, right? Questionable the status. We add it to the list. I see what's going on. The game is started, so they don't receive the things. This is gonna cause an issue. It's gonna cause an issue, I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna say to do. This is going to cause an issue. Is it? Maybe, potentially going to cause an issue. What's going on? At the end. Alright. The reason why they don't getting added to the list is because the game is already started. The ready messages are already sent. How are we going to... the question is, how are we going to add these guys back into the list? It doesn't matter. These guys can stay there. What we could do is a nasty thing real quick. We could say time sleep is going to be time seconds. And blazingly, if you know the command to disable the, you see, if I'm in my comments, right, and I do game, you see it's fetching type hints in my comments. I don't want that. These type hints, is it right? Or how you call that? Suggestions. I don't want that. And I also don't want buffered suggestions. You know what I mean? This is a buffered suggestion. I only want LSP suggestions, like for example FMT, right? And I do dot. Then I want my LSP suggestions. And I don't want this time. You see? I do FMT dot and I get these time thingies. I don't want that, right? It's even... It's not showing the complete Golang stack. You know what I mean? If you do this in VS Code, you get the every FMT function in the whole planet. So, but hey, it's fine. Yeah, we're gonna say time second. Let's sleep 2 seconds, or maybe 3 actually, because they, you see, now we're gonna basically have another player to the game, because we're waiting for the other ones, which is, this is not production code. This is basically just to test it, to see if we get another player in the field. We don't. This player list, man. I'm thinking what's happening internally. Anyway, let's so these do, let's try with 2. And then we're gonna fold, we're gonna do the complete round trip, which is this, and no, it's these guys, right? Yeah. Yeah. Alright, so we have this fold thing is going on. That's perfectly fine. And everybody is at flop now. And idle, which is perfectly fine. Yes, and now the next thing what we need to do is the next player turn is 1, which is perfectly fine. Player action map is cleared, fine. Player list, fine. Current dealer, not fine. That's what we're gonna fix. Current dealer is still 3000. We need to advance this, and that's basically what we have in our to do. TCP transport. What is this? This from another it's from another episode. It's from oh no. We have a TCP transport in this. That's true. In our to do list here, right? Implement next, get next dealer. That's basically, let's promote this guy. Game state here. Amish, while you are at it, you can handle maximum players 1 on table 2. Yeah, it is. Maximum players. That's a good thing actually. But I think we're gonna handle it in server, right? Because you see the server config actually, we have version, we can say max players, which is gonna be an integer, right? Yeah. What's going on here? Is max... Max players. Hey. Max players, yes. Where are we gonna do this? You could say something like var, actually, maybe a const. Default max players is gonna be, I don't know, 6 or something. Yeah, whatever. We could say FCFG max. Can I type? You see, it's not. It doesn't work here. This thing. I need to type everything myself. It is what it is. Fine. It's fine. Max players is 0. Right, then we're gonna say, basically what we're gonna do is default configuration, right? Then we're gonna say CFG max players is gonna be default max players, right? And sometimes it works, that's fine. That's the API server. What am I doing here? Oh, no, it's not the API server. It's this one. Yeah, I see. Yeah, game variant. You could say max players. Max players is gonna be as max players, right? Yeah. Fine. And then we could do something like 10 peer list. Add peers. Send handshake. Isn't peer list. Oh, yo. Connect. Wait, before we add this dude, I think it's in a handshake. No. Yeah, I think it's in a handshake. We could do this in a handshake, right? Where do we receive this handshake? Handshake. This is handle new peer, but the question is, it's already a peer, and we don't want it to peer because then it's already probably in the game. You see, peer loop, it's already starting. I don't want this. This is handle new peer. Where is my... this is the handshake, right? We shake the hands here. Shit. Where do we call this? Here. Yeah, so what we could do, basically, we uncode this stuff. Actually, before we do this, we can actually already say if len as peers is basically if it's smaller than the max players, actually max players. Then we could actually return. We could already return something like return null, fmt error f max players x. Is it this? Yeah, I see it. And we could say something like this, d, and we could say s max players like this, right? I think this is max players already fixed. Tell me if it's true or not. What were we doing? Yes, the dealer, very important. We need to increment the dealer, and then we did the task at hand. Then we fixed our player list. We added a new player list. Wait. We didn't. We didn't really handle that very well. Still some work to do, to be honest, because we have these two lists, but we don't do anything with this player ready list, right? Because we're still sending to the players list. Because we have these two lists and we have one list. Why do we need this list? Is connected to players because because we're gonna pick players from this list. Based on the players ready here, we need to completely refactor this. Not refactor, we need to completely have another mechanism. So what's going to happen is players going to connect. They're going to be in this players list. When they set ready, we're going to add them to the players ready. The players that are ready can play the game with this players ready list. Then by the end of the complete turn, around, the complete round, like the complete game, then we're going to pick, based on these players ready. No, that's not true. Yeah. Then we can basically pick them and add everybody to the list again, and then we have all the ready players, if that makes sense. Something like that. Complex mechanism, but I think it's gonna work. It's like a buffer, actually. It's like a queue. It's like a message queue of players that are ready, so we can, if the game is already busy and they connect and they set ready, we can grab them from this map based on the players in here. So we loop through all the connected players. We check if they are ready, and if they are ready in the map, we add them to the players ready list. What do you think? I think that's a very, very, very nice approach. Very nice mechanic. That's what we need to do. Yeah. But incrementing the dealer would be nice. Getting out of the players list. That's not true. That needs to be the player ready list, right? You see? So it's still picking out of the players list. Yeah. That's for. I think that's for tomorrow or something. Because that's gonna take a while. It's gonna take 2 hours for sure. Because it's. But the dealer itself. You know, guys, this is actually nasty, because you know what happens if you have these ports 3000, 4000, and let's say you have 3000, 5000 playing, and then 4000 connects. You know? Then basically, if you sort the list, 4000 is going to be between 3 and 5. So if you then say next deal is going to be 4. Actually, it's 5000. So the position on the table is not going to be good. But that doesn't matter, I think. It matters in real poker, but I think we should, what we should do is each time a player connects, we should generate an ID incremental based on the players that already been there. And that's why you can always add them clockwise on the table, right? Just keep incrementing stuff. For the whole state, so you can actually increment that into not infinity, but a very high number. And each time you reboot you reboot the network, you start from 0 once again, or something like that. But because how are you gonna deal, right? I think the list we have, the players list we have, is pretty good, but you can see that it's already sorting them based on the adder. That's I don't know. But hey, it works for now. But still, it's not flawless. And you can see that it's these small adjustments that take a lot of time, right? Like writing it till now, or till a couple of days ago, was super fast, right? The TCP, boom, boom, boom. This the whole shebang, cards, encryption, easy, basically, right? But you see these little things like player list and who's ready and how we're gonna track that. These take so much time. That's where you're gonna kill yourself, right? These things, and that's also where people quit, right? That's where people quit, because it's getting nasty, and the code is getting too big, right? I cannot. What's going on? And they start to make folders because they think it's gonna be better. It's better, and you see they're gonna over-engineer, and then they're gonna basically choke. It's like, okay, fuck that shit. I'm done. You see what I mean? Yeah, Amir, but the problem with maps in Go is that they are not sorted, right? Oh, I see. Yeah. I see what. Oh, yeah. I see what you mean. A fixed map of 6. Yeah. I see what you mean. Then you can actually make a slice, right? Or a map. Yeah. But I see what you mean. Actually, that's not too bad of an idea. Where you say it's a table, the map table. Actually, it's not so. I don't think it's a bad idea. You have a map table with 6 spots, right? You can wrap your map in a struct so you can make sure that some dude some coder cannot add multiple players or something. Because you need to wrap your map in a struct because you need to make it concurrent safe, right? So you need to put the mutex, so you need to wrap it. But that's actually a good idea, and then you can just pick. Wait, I'm thinking. Then you can place players inside of that map. The question rather is. Yeah, you could. Can you check? Then you can loop. You could have an int. Yeah. You could have an int. You could have something like. Actually, it's not so bad of an idea. You could say something like. Where you have a map of ints, right? Like a map int. An adder maybe an adder, right? Because it's important. And then if you want to see, because you need to check if a spot is free, then you can actually loop through the map, loop for map, right? I'm gonna pseudo, right? I'm gonna say for you could basically map, right? You could say 6, right? In 6 for 6 in range map or something. I don't know how these languages work. And then you could say what's going on here. You could say, for example, and then you could say map y, and you could do an OK, right? To check if the spot is there, right? And if the spot is clear, then you can assign them to that spot. Something like that. Yeah. And you can have keys from 0 to 5. Yeah. Or 1 to 6 or something. Yeah. 0 to 5s maybe. Yeah, it's very good, Amir, actually. Didn't think about that. To have prefixed thingies. Because that could be a nice table struct, right? A table struct with a map inside of it, and then you could say get previews on the table, and then that's it. That's it, right? But because you see, actually, Amir, you're a god. Why didn't? That's actually a good idea, because look at this: get position on table, right? Because each time we join the game, we can ask for a position. We could put the position into our game state, and then we can make all these we could all these functions, get next position, get pref position, we could attach them. We could make like a type table, a struct, for something like this, right? Actually a good idea, I'm not gonna lie. And then you have sync mutex, yada. I know. Actually, let's just copy this real quick. A table, and then we're gonna say seats. It's gonna be a map of integers. Actually, shouldn't be I think maybe int 32. Because we have all this atomic shenanigans going on, right? Anyway, we could do the same thing with the switch thingy we did. Switch on type. And force it to an int. So it's going to be a map of this and maybe a string, right? It's going to be an adder, right? It's going to be players. Then we could say func, just a constructor, new table. Like this. Maybe, we could do max seats or something, right? Max seats. It's gonna be an int based on the max players from our server. Yeah. We're getting there. And then we're gonna return pointer to a table. It's getting lag in this thing. I'm gonna lie. Aha moment right there. Yeah, it is. It is. It's actually a good thing because I think. Yeah, it's gonna get rid of this players list, which is it? I don't know what it is. This players list. Now we have. It was already a pain in the ass, and what did we do? We made 2 players list in this thing. It's crazy. If it was not enough, if one was not enough. Actually, there's Amir, man. It's crazy. New table max seat. We're gonna actually return the table like this. We're gonna say that the seats is gonna be make map. Actually, why do we need map seat? Can we fix? I think in Go you can but you cannot cap it. I think. Can you cap a map? I don't think so. I don't think you can. What's going on? Wait, let me quickly see. Can I GD? No, I can't. What happens with make? You cannot. This is IOTA is 0. That's the first. IOTA is 0. I always questioned what IOTA was. This is crazy. Look at this. This is the Bible. It's built in. Oh, you have println also. That's crazy. Recover. Yeah, I remember this. I remember this. Where's that? iMac. Anyway, we're getting out of track. Just not quite sure this map. I don't think we can cap this thing. We're gonna just do this, right? Map ins and the seats. It doesn't really matter, to be honest. We need to track that. Actually, we need, because we can. You could do a max seats here. It's gonna be an int, right? The max seats is gonna be the max seats, because then we can track it programmatically, right? We can check it programmatically. I'm just trying to, because I think this table thingy can also help us selecting the dealer. Although do we need to sort it? We don't. We do. No, we don't. Because we're gonna always start dealing at 0. And 0 is always smallest, right? We don't need. Yeah. Okay, so gonna say. Yeah, okay, I see. I'm gonna say it's gonna be a table. Add. Let's make it capitalized. Why not? Add player is gonna be an adder string. And we could actually return an error here, right? Because if you really want to code this actually we should do this, to be honest. I would not do it because I know I'm not gonna, but you should do this. You should do an error here, because you could check something like this, right? And you need a mutex, to be honest. T lock lock. It's gonna be unlock like this. Amish, can't you have a map in player which player is a struct with adder and is dealer? Yeah, that was really in the beginning of this thing. We had a player struct, and the player had a status, the player had everything. And for some reason I didn't bring it back. I deleted that because I thought it was too complex. tracking the status and everything. Because then you need to basically keep track of everything every player has. Although it could be, I know, I think that's error. That's too easy to make an error in the state. Because I think if you have functions that can determine the dealer, it's more pure. It's a more pure form. Because if you keep track who is the dealer, you don't need the player struct to keep track of the dealers, right? I think it's just complex. In the beginning, I did this. I had, I think 4 episodes ago, we had a player thingy. The players list was basically a list with players. I remember that. This thing, we need to think about this. I'm gonna try to scaffold this out. This is gonna be get next free seat is gonna actually, it's gonna help a function, right? Yeah, help a function. It's gonna be, what's going on? Let's do this, and then I think for this add player, what we could do is if len these seats wait. You could do this one. If len t seats plus 1 is basically bigger than the max seats. Is that something like this, right? Because at the point of time, we're gonna have 6 of 6. No, it's not. We can actually do this. Actually, yeah. Len seats is gonna be perfectly fine because len seats, we're gonna start at 0. So we're gonna have len is gonna be 5. Wait, what's going on here? Because I'm confused. Len seats. Actually, it doesn't really matter. No, it doesn't matter. It's gonna be plus 1 because we add a player. If this is bigger than the max seats, then we're gonna say return fmt error f. Like this, we could say player table is full. Yeah, we don't need to. Yeah, we can do this. Or you could also do. You could also do this, right? Hey, let's simplify, right? And then we need to find. Then it's going to be something like this, right? You're going to say. It's going to be t seats something. You see my lag on my thingy, on my GG key. T seats, and then we're gonna say t get next free seats is basically the other. That's what we're gonna do, right? That's the game, and then we return null, right? Look at clean. So the get next free seat. And then we're gonna do, that's the last thing I'm gonna do, and then we're gonna do a little question thingy or something, or some talking. This is crazy. I don't know what's going on, but I'm getting a lot of subscribers suddenly. I think it's the Reddit post once again. Get next free seat. Okay, how are we gonna do this? The first thing we're gonna do is loop over this whole thingy. Maybe this seat is gonna be a range. T seats like this. I'm not quite sure what it is. In VS Code I could check this. I think the seat is gonna be the header actually. No, this is wrong. This is completely wrong. It's gonna be and I don't have my snippet for my for. I don't have my snippet anymore. So we're gonna say y equals 0. This is smaller than I think it's the max seats. Is it? That's not true, right? Because we're gonna... What is it? Small, simple things, but confuse me the most. It is what it is. Tmax is gonna loop 6 times then. -1 maybe, because we go 0, or not, because this is 0. We're gonna say that this okay is gonna be T seats, let me think. It's gonna be Y. Right? Actually, you could do this, right? Oh, I see this. I go back to my other thingy. I don't know what it is. If this okay is gonna be... No, it's not. If not okay. If this... and it's not okay. Yeah, for key val range sheets, I know. But I'm always... Yeah, key valid. It's key val. Need to... I'm not using that a lot. If I'm arranging through maps, I use, but I'm always getting confused by this key value thing. Because I also do rest, and sometimes these loops, man, every loop is... Why can't we just do for loops all the time? It's easy. No, of course, this for is... for this map ranging and go is pretty nice, I'm gonna lie. This key val thingy. So we're gonna say if okay, T seats Y. We're gonna check if the seat does not exist, and if it's not exist, then we're gonna basically return the Y. What am I doing here? Can I not do this? Ah, it's this, yeah, I see. Alright. And of course we're gonna return... That's a good question, what we're gonna return. Maybe we should do a -1 in Golang. You see that a lot, right? Where we return a -1, so we can actually assert, right? We can say if the... Then we can see if the free seat, or we can return an error, but... You see this a lot, where you get a -1 if something is not found. I think it's the same thing with bytes.compare actually. Bytes compare. You see, it returns -1. Is it smaller? Anyway, it's fine. Actually, that's a problem. Actually, there's a problem. I'm gonna panic here because with all the checks we have and there is no free seat, we have a problem. And then I think we should panic. Because the reason why I'm panicking is it's not that it's good in production. I think we could do a better approach here. But it's like an assert for me. It's like a programming assert where I'm making this program and I know that if it's happened, it's gonna panic and I will instantly know that there is a possibility in our program that there is no free seat, whilst we assuming there is one. So there is a panic, and then we can fix that problem if that occurs, if that makes sense. I think my music playlist is done, but it is what it is. It's not. We're gonna panic. We're gonna say no free seat is available. Two is enough, right? Let's make some room here. I think we have an error somewhere. And because I don't see it here. 32. Max space is undefined. Yes, with all your checks, you should not have panic. Yeah, it is. And that's why I'm doing it. So if it happens, then we know, oh shit. There's very something inconsistent in the thing. And sometimes it's good to panic to just cancel your system. It's basically the approach of Erlang. If you know that language, they have that approach. Like if there is an error, just break the game. Just crash the system. And then a supervisor will pick that up, will reboot your system back in a consistent state. That's basically, and I very like this approach, because a lot of people say, hey, you're panicking and that's not good and you need to handle it, but that's not true. Because sometimes there is an error, which basically means if this error occurs, the program actually cannot continue, whatever we do. So just panic out and let it crash, so there will be no more harm, if that makes sense. Of course, you need to think about that. So we have this, new table, that's fine. I think we can what we're gonna do tomorrow is make some tests with this table. Make some unit tests. I think that's a good idea. Yeah. Max player exceeded. What's going on? Yeah, I think you know what it is. I think it's 0. Huh? Of course. Yes. But I think we have a mistake in, I think we make one seed too much. But we will see tomorrow in the test. Yeah. Why do I have this weird behavior here? We refactor this players list and we're probably not gonna use it. I think we're gonna use it in some sense. Sometimes we come with better ideas. It is what it is, man. We need to accept that. Refactor players list and started table structure. Table structure in favor of players list. Like this. Oh, you found out chat like yeah. See, Amir, yeah. Well, so today I coded basically in this lunar Vim thingy. Which is fine, but I don't see the benefits using it over Hey guys, this is cleaner, right? I mean, G players ready. You see, nice type hints, right? It's just, I don't know. It's the same. It's the same speed. We have this terminal. We have my folder thingy. I don't know. Okay, the searching is a little bit. I don't know. Max seats. Yeah. I don't know. I like it. I like VS Code. I don't know why. It's the same keys, the same keybinds that I'm using. It's just visually better. Guys, look at, like Amir, you've been here for a very long time, and I think also Atticus or something will probably be in the chat. You saw me streaming. Which one has the better visuals to look at as a watcher for my stream? Is it the VS Code visuals or the Lunar native Vim, the native Vim terminal shenanigans? This terminal is a little bit smaller, I know. This terminal is a little bit smaller, but also better to understand, right? For me, it's clearer to see because these log lines coming. For me, this, and I can move it if I really want to. So I don't know. Let me know. What do you think, guys? Jacob, how often do you use make files for personal projects? I found that they are pretty useful, but also really used many other build tools. I'm always using a makefile. It's a very simple makefile, by the way. It's just a go build and a run and a test, and that's all. No complicated things. And there are beautiful girls in the chat, but Nightbot will kill them. Will slap their butts, smack them cheeks, clap them cheeks, yo. Yeah, I think VS Code, I mean, I stripped it down so hard, right? I stripped it down so hard. The syntax is good. It's just, I don't know. It's so, I don't know, man. I just like it. New file, I'm gonna call this table. What's going on? Yeah. That's for later, for tomorrow. Let's just remove this thing, and Playlist probably can delete it. VS Code looks better. It is. Blazony is back. It's the same thing, guys. I don't understand why you guys using this Vim thingy. I'm using it, and there is so many small things wrong. Like, for example, I'm using the same thing. I'm closing my files with :Q. I'm saving my files with :W. I'm using the exact same Vim commands. I'm using my /. There is no difference, right? Of course, hey, you're right if you're doing very, very advanced Vim. I can even do like this 20 insert A. You see what I mean? Of course, this is going to be much faster in Vim. I understand. But how many times do you use that? Exactly, none, right? So G commands and everything that could be much faster in Vim and all that stuff and macros, but that's too advanced. You know what I mean? That's too advanced for me. I'm not using that stuff. So for what I'm using it, no type hints here. I can easily disable this. If I do, for example, here FMT, you see FMT, I get this beautiful thing. I can see everything. Beautiful. And how fast is this? Look at this. FMT. Boom. Everything is. Boom. Or log. Boom. Or net. Boom. You see how fucking fast this thing is, guys. I don't understand why you're complaining. And then I can do even this, right? I can do GDs. It worked. GDs. It even do, if you do GD on a definition, you cannot do that in Vim. or you need to probably do some. If you do GD on a definition, you see this. Look at this. How fast it's doing this. And then I say, here it needs to be enter. Boom, and you're on the file. GD. I don't understand. You have everything in VS Code. It's clean. It's neat. It's meat. Of course, the startup takes a little bit longer. But hey, guys, drink a bit of coffee. You know what I mean? It's your boss or something. It takes only 2 seconds, guys. No worry about it. You know what I mean? You see, it's the same thing. I can close. I can even do this, and I can close the whole shebang. I don't save. Let's close VS Code, right? It's. You see, Vim is fast, right? Boom, Vim is here, right? Okay, cool. But code is also here, kind of fast. You know what I mean? It's a little bit slower, I understand, but it is. It's here, right? Everything is loaded. I can split the screen as many times as I want. Hey, it's up to you. I'm using Vim for a very long time, years. But now that I figured out how I can strip down VS Code, and I'm gonna think about it to do another round of stripping to see what I can do. I want to make this bar a little bit higher, so I'm gonna see how big I can hack it to make it completely myself. And it syncs over all my PCs. Right? If I go upstairs, open up my Mac, I changed here a config file, boom, it synced above. You know what I mean? It syncs automatically. It's crazy. Blazingly faster, but you can config anything. Yeah, it's where you can config it whatever you want, but sometimes it's getting a hobby, right? It's a hobby, and the only thing we do as hobby is you can fill in the gap. Anyway, are there any questions? Otherwise, I'm gonna eat some 20 grams of protein, and my girl comes over, so I need to do I need to do other stuff also. You know what I mean? Man, what's going on, man? YouTube is crazy. YouTube is going loco. The algorithm is weird. Sometimes I have days where nothing happens, and then some days, man, the shit hits the fan. Whoa, what's going on? Alright. For the people that are watching this stream or video later on, thanks for watching, of course. And if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe to my channel. If you like the content I am providing to you, leave a question in the comment, give me a thumbs up, jump into the Discord where we are 24/7 learning from each other. Golang, Rust, whatever language. Yeah, and if you really want to take it a step further, you can join and support me on Patreon. Just look at the page, you can see everything what's there. Yeah, just check it out, man. Just check it out. Articus, any projects on data streaming, like using Kafka? Not yet, but I can. I have good experience with Kafka. It's actually easy. It's very easy, guys. Even Redis. I can do this project. If you guys were interested in it, I didn't know that you guys were interested in that stuff. I can show you how that works. Squat, bench, deadlift, Robbie, it is. I don't deadlift anymore, to be honest. I'm not quite sure. I'm always sore in my back. I squat 2 times a week with the bar. Low bar squats. And deadlifts, it's too taxing for my body. And basically deadlift, the risk to reward is basically garbage. Then you can, no. Romanian deadlifts is better, right? Romanian with the hamstrings. Because you don't need to overload that so much, right? Alright. Thanks for watching, everyone. And I probably gonna see you tomorrow in the stream. Thanks for watching. Have a nice night. Bye bye.